Hello, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you who are new here, if this is your first time on the channel, my name is Rachel, and along with my family, we run Hawkins Homestead Farm. I'm out in the garden today. I'm gonna work on pulling up this weed barrier before it starts raining. It's supposed to pour this afternoon, so I'm gonna work on pulling up this weed barrier so that we can get the flame weeding done so that planting for fall can actually begin. So thank you guys for being here and for following along. I appreciate you all so much, and let's go ahead and get this party started. All right, so that's all the weeds I'm gonna rake for right now. Now it's time to start trying to pull the weed barrier and seeing if we can get it up. So we're just gonna continue to work on it. chicken. He was our main rooster. He's pretty old though. And the other day, Brandon let him out of his cage and was like, you know what? He's starting to kind of fumble over a little bit. And Brandon was like, you know, if he's gonna die, you know, I just want to let him die peacefully. So he's got free reign of everything right now. Don't worry about that soil because we're gonna turn that over, so it'll be fine. Pretty sure I felt some raindrops. I'm always fighting the weather. It's crazy. I really only need to pull up this one last weed barrier right here. But I'm definitely feeling some raindrops. I'm gonna try to see if I can get it done. I guess the flame weeding's not gonna happen today, but I'm gonna just keep trying. Oh, I think it's gonna rain. It is raining, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get this one done pretty quickly. So the goal was to get all of this weed barrier pulled up so that Brandon can then come behind me with the flame weeder and flame weed all of the weed seeds that were left. The problem was that I was so tired and this last weed barrier was such a struggle. If you'll notice on the right hand side, you'll still see the residual soil that was left from when these boxes were pulled away. So even though we had burned the wood because it was so severely deteriorated, the soil was left behind. So not only was I dealing with a weed barrier that had been in place for 3 years or more underneath some garden boxes that we had taken out, but there's one more garden box at the end of this row that's still in place. And then finally I just realized, you know what? It's starting to rain. Let me just do what I can and just work this one side and then call it a day. I almost got it, but it's definitely raining. So we're gonna pick this back up later. In case this is the end of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. So thanks for joining me today as I attempted to continue the garden cleanup. We just about got all of the weed barrier up before the rain started, and what's left to do is to continue to pull this weed barrier, to move this dirt out over here, the soil that we have that were in the other boxes over here, move that dirt out, and we're going to rebuild the soil and rebuild the beds so that we can plant for fall. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.